I have a real life lesson to share with you all right now that happened to me about 30 seconds ago. So since it's fresh, I thought I would get on here immediately, because everything I talk about on my Instagram, on my YouTube, about feeling good, getting your mindset right, making sure that you keep your vibrations, in alignment with the universe, all of that stuff doesn't mean anything unless you can choose to switch into that good vibration mode even when it hits the fan. So check this out, right? I just had the most amazing experience. I just donated 4 bags of old clothes that no longer serve me to a charity shop. And as I was donating this stuff, I was literally on my way to the charity shop. I was like, this is baggage. This is excess emotional baggage. This is stuff that was weighing me down, stuff that was causing me to feel overwhelmed. Like I was turning what I was doing into a prop to allow me to have an emotional breakthrough. So I donated the stuff, and then when I donated it, I was like, I'm free of this baggage. I can feel lighter now. I'm not carrying all of this negative thoughts or anything like that, or feelings with me. So it was a beautiful, empowering moment, and I was just on my way back to the car. I was just skipping. I was just so happy. So check this out. So I parked on a pretty narrow road, and I needed to turn around. So I did a 3-point turn, right? At the time when I did the 3-point turn, the road was empty. Okay, so I chose a good time. But as it happened, by like halfway through the maneuver, a car appeared on either side of me. So both of them were obviously waiting for me to finish my maneuver so they could continue. So it was quite a steep road, and in this 3-point turn, I stalled my engine, okay? You guys who have manual cars know that it can happen sometimes, especially if you're trying to do an uphill start. I was also aware that there were all these people watching me, and that did definitely add a little bit of pressure. And I always find that when people are watching me, I stall my engine, right? So it took me a couple of times to get the engine started, and I was just thinking, this is one of those opportunities where I can either get stressed or I can remain calm. So I remained calm. I completed the 3-point turn, and I moved out the way so that this lady could drive through the road. She winds her window down, so full of rage, literally like so full of anger about the fact that she had been kept waiting for maybe 15 seconds. Anyway, she was like, "Are you a learner? Are you a learner?" And she was like so angry about it, literally effing and blinding. "Are you a learner? Are you a learner? Are you a learner?" And then she drove off with so much. Oh my goodness. And you know what I did? This is the best part, guys. The best part was as she was screaming at me. This is a little bit cheeky, right? I just looked at her and I was like, and I think it probably made her feel worse. But was that because I made her feel worse, or was that because she made herself feel worse? So like, obviously for a few moments it caused a little bit of blood to pump around my head. Yeah, like obviously if somebody's screaming and literally projecting so much negativity at you, you're gonna feel it a little bit. But I choose how I feel. I don't allow other people or the things that happen around me to mess up my amazing divine energy. Like, she, with love, is not worth me having a day that is any less good than I intended it to be when I woke up this morning. So I'm not going to allow her any more than 5 seconds of my energy and my thoughts and my feelings. Obviously, I'm sharing her story with you now, but this is because this is a massive life lesson. And if you ever feel like one thing can ruin your Monday, it's your choice. You're allowing it to. So what I realized, because I thought to myself, okay, why did she feel the need to respond that negatively to me? We don't have to go too analytical. Maybe she's learned that from other people. Maybe people have shouted at her like that. Maybe, people have criticized her driving or whatever, so she's just having a great time. She leapt at the opportunity to criticize somebody else's driving. Or maybe by her being able to shout, "Are you a learner?" at me, made her feel like she was a really good driver, made her feel good about herself. So if anything, if I enabled someone who probably isn't feeling too positive today, if I allowed her a moment to fill herself up, even if it's filling her own ego up with, "I'm a really amazing person and I'm better than other people," then I'm glad I could be of service. Just remember, before you go hating on anybody, that everyone's got their own journey, okay? How I responded to the situation doesn't make me any better than her. Maybe it means that I'm slightly more aware of the importance to not allow things to affect you, but that doesn't make me any better than her. But I have no idea what she's been through this morning. I have no idea what could be happening in her life. She could be trying to drive to the hospital to see a loved one, right? She may have just had, oops, here we go again, uphill start. I did it. Well done, Lucy. Who knows what she's been through today? So if maybe me making her wait for 15 seconds was like the tipping point, it was the last straw, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and she let it out on me. If I allow that to ruin my day, then this negative energy is just like a chain reaction, and then I go and shout at someone and ruin their day, and that's how negativity wins, and that's how negativity spreads. So what I choose to do, and anyone can choose to do this, is to cut it right there and to just completely evaporate all of that negativity with love for myself, love for her, love for today, love for the situation, love that I can share it with all of you. So if you got anything from that, please feel free to message me, because all I'm doing to share that is raising some awareness. And if you've never been shown that concept before, if you've been, up until this point in your life, if you've only been surrounded by people who would react negatively to something like that. Oh, and another beautiful driver. Have a great day. There we go. And if this is different and something new to you, then that's my purpose to share this. So I love you. Have a beautiful day.